Greetings from Corrupticate, the Constitution State. The Constitution. Do we have a fucking Constitution? I don't know. It depends on who you are in society, I guess, right? Some people get held accountable by the law and other people don't. I think we all know why. So, anyway, uh, on the Facebook, they said that it might be cockfighting, right? Or animal abuse of some kind in Tolland, Connecticut. Uh, there were some announcements that the state police, Department of Agriculture, um, what was it? BSI. It was like it's like State Police Special Investigation or something. Bureau of Special Investigation. I forget what I think it's BSI is the acronym, and I think it's Bureau of Special Investigation is there, or they were there starting yesterday. They said like 20 people got arrested, and from the news clip that I saw online, the kids were just saying it's a quiet town. I'm from Connecticut. I don't live in Tolland, but I've done work there. Nice town, pretty town. Um, really nice area. Connecticut's just nice in general, right? Everywhere's got their, good spots and bad spots. But, you don't hear about major investigations usually taking place in the suburbs, right? So, I have questions. Department of Agriculture. And I guess, from what I read, Massachusetts is involved because it's close to the border, I guess. And they had, there's the helicopters there. It's an operation. And because BSI was there, right, the AI said that this was not something new, that this had been pre-planned and organized and, you know, probably scoped out for a while, right? Ongoing investigation. But, I got questions, right? Seems like a big to-do for chicken fighting, right? Like if this is some fucking Michael Vick operation, don't get me wrong, it's not good to abuse animals, but we have bigger problems to deal with. Like specifically and pointedly, everyone in the Epstein files should be prosecuted and investigated, interrogated, questioned, whatever makes sense given the level of involvement, right? Um, so the people that are being protected in big tech, the billionaires, the millionaires, the people in corporate, the people making money for the billionaires, like whatever it is, right? All these people, they need to be placed under the microscope, right? Rand Blazer, right under the microscope. Um, but I have questions. Like, I guess tomorrow morning, right? Today's Sunday. Tomorrow they said they're gonna release the information. Like, is that normal? I didn't look into that. Why are they waiting till Monday? Why not? Why not release the information sooner, right? Because it's the weekend. It's kind of weird. Is it for impact? Again, the obvious question is why are we spending time on this versus the other stuff that we should be looking into? Again, but I think that, law enforcement should really be placed under the microscope. Like we should be investigating law enforcement at this point. Um, like they're just so many people who are abusing their power, right? They're abusing people's rights. They're violating the Constitution. They're violating their oaths. And the reason I say law enforcement should be investigated, like placed under the microscope and like, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out as many times as we have to, is because of the patterns, right? It's not a coincidence that you got so many of these reports of police raping people, beating people, harassing people, just doing fucked up shit, breaking the law. Like they're not even close to good people. Like if you look at the, amount of child sexual abuse allegations against police officers and how many of them go forward, right? Like it's not good. Like it and then I did a video on like police officers, right? A study from the 90s showed that like close to half of law enforcement homes have abuse, okay? And that included either the mother or the father, or regardless of who was involved in law enforcement. So just not good, right? I mean, like if you could pick a group of people to be in charge of protecting other people, like would you select this demographic of people who are abusive to have guns and badges? I don't think so. I don't think any logical person would think that's a good idea. But here we are, investigating cockfights, really? How about Leslie Groff? Why don't you investigate her? It's probably like literally, I don't know. I should wait till the report comes out because I'm sure I sound, ignorant right now, after whatever gets released. But I don't know how much I'm going to listen to the official story anyway. I guess if they name names and what they did, it's like, okay, yeah, these people did these things, maybe, and that's the whole point of the operation. But I think everyone's kind of hoping for more resolution than, again, protect the animals too, but can we protect the kids first at the same time? They're not exclusive, like, but where are we focusing our energy and our time? This is a big operation. I'm curious. I have questions. I'm sure some of those questions will be answered in 24 hours. Wow, that was wild. That was wild. Looked like a robin and a blackbird. Just kind of flew, like did a Top Gun flyby in the driveway. Yeah, I don't know. Tolland, Connecticut. So maybe look into that Russell Trust and I don't know, 600 State Street, New Haven, U.S. Attorney's Office, electromagnetic frequency weapons, MK Ultra, all the trafficking, all the big tech companies that are involved, the banks, all the politicians, specifically their bank accounts. How's Lockheed Martin's stock price doing? I feel like I would be way more efficient than the police, just in terms of like utilizing resources and getting shit done.